Hi dear friends, today we are going to learn about very important area in accountancy, that is accounting for partnership fundamentals. Accounting for partnership firms fundamentals. You know very well, it is very important for our CBSE board exam to score 30 marks from the area accounting for fundamentals. So remember, very important chapter. We will begin with a good start for earning maximum score. So first of all, we have to go through the different areas related to the concepts regarding partnership, meaning of partnership, its definition, features of partnership, partnership deed, contents of partnership deed, and rules applicable in the absence of partnership deed. And also we have to learn how to prepare the accounts related to partnership. So first of all, actually we have learned what is the concept of partnership in the 11th class chapter forms of business organization. So there we started with a sole proprietorship, a form of business run by one businessman. And here we are learning the business form where minimum two members are required. So simply we can say partnership is a form of business where two peoples jointly start together a business with an agreement. Agreement in sharing profit, contribution of capital, running business, etc. So we can say it is an extension of sole proprietorship. It is a business carried out by minimum two people and maximum depending upon the different forms of business. And the rules and regulations to be followed by partnership firm is as per the Indian Partnership Act of 1932. The registration is not compulsory, but partnership form of business can be registered with Indian Partnership Act 1932. So that's all about meaning and definition. As per the Indian Partnership Act 1932, Section 4, it expresses partnership is the relationship between persons who have agreed to share the profit of a business carried on by all or any of them acting for all. So we can divide the definition into different parts. It is a relationship between persons. It is a relationship between two or more persons. So the minimum number of members required in partnership is two and who have agreed to share the profit. So they agreed, partners agreed to share the profit between them and also agreed to carry out the business, maybe by anyone, maybe by all or anyone acting them for all. Sometimes all the partners will not be active. Only one will handle the whole business activities. So remember the definition. Then we have to learn the different features of partnership. First one is number of persons. So the minimum number of persons required to start partnership is 2 and 10 in case of banking form of business and 20 in any other form of business. And the maximum number of partners is 20 in a business form and the minimum required is 2. So that is regarding number of persons. Already you have learned the features. And the next one is agreement or deed. Every business firm is started with an agreement or deed. The written agreement will be there, oral agreement will be there. For the legal validity, there must be a written agreement between the partners. So that is the next feature. And the third one is the business will be carried out by all. All the partners will be active. Sometimes one will be active for all other partners. That is business. And it must be legal. The business must be legal. Sharing of profit is another feature. If it will be sometimes as per the agreement, they will share the profit in 2 is to 1, 1 is to 1. Sometimes they will share as per their capital contribution. So it depends upon the agreement between the partners. Sharing of profit will be depend upon the agreement between the partners. and there must be at most good faith between the partners. Then only there will be just and equity in between them. Faith is the main factor needed in the business. So that is must be there in between the partners. And unlimited liability. Unlimited liability is another feature of partnership. So partners have unlimited liability. Whatever it may be the liability of the partnership firm, it must be suffered by both the partners, all the partners. So unlimited liability. And another one is no separate legal existence. No separate legal existence or entity. The partnership and the members, means the firm and the members are same in front of the eyes of the law. Whatever may be the legal issues faces at that situation, both the parties are same. There is no separate legal entity between the firm and partners. And the concept partnership deed, already we learned there will be an agreement between the partners. The written agreement is known as partnership deed. So that document is very essential for the registration of the organization, and it will involve lot of information related to that firm, its members. So the main contents are name of the firm, name and address of the partners, name and place of the business, date of commencement of partnership, duration of partnership revenue, then capital contribution by the partners, the amount which can be withdrawn by the partners, then rules regarding operations of bank account, then division of profit and loss, interest on capital to be paid by the firm to the partners, then interest in partners loan, then salary and commission, etc. Details of division of work among the partners, the ways of ascertaining goodwill, settlement of accounts, etc. All these are written in the partnership agreement. Sometimes there will be no agreement between the partners, but they have to follow some rules and regulations. So very important area, very important area. When we solve some problems also, there will be a hidden aspect regarding the rules applicable in the absence of partnership deed. Sometimes the question will not mention about the interest on loan or interest on capital or interest on drawings. So at that time, what we have to do? At that time, we have to remember these golden rules applicable in the absence of partnership deed. So first one is profit sharing ratio. If there is no agreement between the partners, how we have to share the profit in a particular financial year? So it says that the profits must be shared equally between the partners. And the next factor is, so remember, there will be sharing of profit equally in between the partners if there is no agreement in the absence of partnership deed. And yet another one is interest on capital. How we have to pay, the company, the firm have to pay the interest on capital. If there is no agreement, the rule says that no need to pay interest on capital, no need to collect interest on drawings, etc. So, no need to pay interest on capital to the partners if there is no agreement. Also, very important thing, interest on loan or advances from the third parties. Only one thing very important is regarding the interest on loan. If there is no agreement, even though we have to pay 6% interest on loan per annum, we have to pay 6% interest per annum on the amount of loan. So remember that thing. There is no need to pay interest on capital. There is no need to pay interest on drawings. And also no need to pay remuneration to the partners. Remuneration to the partners. No need to pay the remuneration. Maybe salary or wages, whatever. So remember all these things. It is very essential for the concept regarding partnership. Thank you for watching my video. Please go through my channel and subscribe my channel. Thank you for supporting me. Please watch it carefully. Thank you.